Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though...
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down now, it's Taylor pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Harrison. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Harrison. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On the give is Nwangu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing on 1st down. Harrison. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Harrison. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
These two teams all tied after one. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Seibert's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrison got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Harrison. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, Harrison. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. And punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, it's Taylor, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now it's Wilson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the option. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Harrison. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for New York. football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical. Approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Bill. It's gonna be a long day. Go. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To throw from his end zone, Harrison. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrison. Again, he finds more. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Operating from the gun, Harrison. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
You got three down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 12. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Harrison. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Harrison. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Harrison. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun, Harrison. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
Now a give to Taylor. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Harrison. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Off the play fake, Harrison. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Nwangu. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Harrison got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll go right back to Nwangu. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Second down at 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. To throw on second down, Harrison. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Guys, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you got a tie game and time running out. You got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. To throw on 3rd down, Harrison. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. As their defense really made the statement after the break, they pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.